resulted with C and C dash as the ciphertext respectively, with this using the same initialization vector. And if the attacker has managed to get all this P, P dash, C and C dash, see, if he is aware of when he has got all these 4 factors with him, to find P dash he has to just perform this. If we XOR the plain text, the cipher and this C dash, C and C dash, he'll definitely be able to find out what is P dash. So this is how the confidentiality of the messages taken care by WEP failed. Okay, this is nothing but the known plain text attack. Okay, so next what we have is one more is message modification. How WEP was weak in terms of message modification as well. So it was so weak. Actually, this will teach us a lesson how a security protocol should not be designed. Okay, so how the message modification can take place. See, say for example, if as a sender, if I have planned to put my message between some M1 and M2, M1 and M2 are some messages, but I'll just make sure that I'll sandwich my actual message F between this M1 and M2. So any of our concern is not at all with respect to this M1 and M2, and we'll be concentrating on F. How? In this topic I'll be explaining you how a attacker will manage to change this F. Okay, on changing this F, still the CRC remains the same. Okay, so basically this is how the ciphertext is sent. So the message F and M1, F, M2, this along with this we'll have the CRC computed for this frame, and this will be XORed with the key stream. Okay, so the attacker, what steps he'll perform is, the attacker will intercept the ciphertext and perform the following. Okay, so the length of the M1, whatever we have, so many number of zeros will keep. Okay, and to that, followed by that, what we'll do is we'll just XOR the F whatever we have got, the attacker has got that F, and that will be XORed with what? The F dash, whatever I as an attacker would intend to replace the message with. Okay, so he'll XOR that with F dash, and again followed by this he'll concatenate, or he'll attach the number of zeros which is of a length M2. Okay, so number of zeros, first M1 number of zeros, the length of M1 number of zeros. Say if all these are binary streams. Okay, so M1, say if it was some 24-bit, or it might be of 12 bits. Okay, so 12 zeros we'll have. Followed by that we'll have this F XORed with what? F dash. F dash is what? That is the message the attacker wants to replace the original message. Followed by that what? M2, that is how much ever the bit of M2 is, so many number of zeros will be appended. And then what he does, he'll compute the CRC on this whatever he has now resulted with. So for that he'll compute the CRC, and he'll keep that CRC as well. So finally he'll XOR the original ciphertext with this, whatever we have here, the ciphertext with this ciphertext, he'll simply XOR it. Okay, so now please refer the textbook there. Okay, so that I have not included here. So here these computations, actually he'll be able to replace things. See, on XORing the M1 F M2. Okay, see here, he finally XORs the original. The original ciphertext is what? This is the original ciphertext. Okay, so he'll XOR this with this. See, M1 on XORing with this zeros, he'll get back what? He'll have the M1. Okay, and then what we have, this F XORed with F XOR F dash. So finally what I'll be ending up with? I'll be ending up with F dash. Try to understand, guys. Say for example, one of the bit I'll take. in F we have 1. Okay, so that 1 XOR with 1, what 1 is what? 0, isn't it? If we have 0 and 0, again it is 0. 1 and 0, again I'll end up with what? 1. If if whatever F I have, I'll have the same. Okay, so definitely it will end up with what? If I have 1, again here I'll have 1. If we have same inputs, when I XOR it, I'll get 0. 1 1 is 0. 0 is 0 is also 0. Only if I have 1 0, it is 1. 0 1 is 1. Or otherwise I'll end up with what? Zeros. So this F XOR with F this, okay, I'll get what? F dash. Okay, and again M2 XORed with zeros, I'll get back what? M2. Same explanation hold good for this CRC as well. Okay, so the CRC M1 XOR with M2, that is nothing but CRC of M1 XOR with CRC of M2. Okay, so the receiver on the decrypting the ciphertext, he'll be obtaining this. Okay, because the CRC still remains the same. Okay, so now the attacker has successfully replaced F with F dash but retaining the same CRC. Are you understanding? So this is how the attacker will manage to attack the original message. Okay, so this topic is all about understanding how WEP, what steps actually were taken for the purpose of security in WEP, and how weak they were, or in what terms they were weak, how WEP ended up to prove as a flawed protocol. That is what we tried understanding. Okay, so in the next topic I'll be explaining you how the data protection is done using TKIP and CCMP in detail. Thank you guys.